bibliography for your research paper, and this is the next step after you have at least 4 research pages. And it really needs to be complete work. So the first thing I do is I either create an easybib account, and it's just easybib.com, or I already have an account, so I log in and I click on New Project, and my project name, I'll just call it Spring Senior Paper. And it doesn't matter for a subject, what I'm writing about, and I do want it to default to MLA format, which it should, but double check to make sure it does that. So now I've got Spring Senior Paper, and I click right here on Bibliography. So this does a lot of stuff, and it can get kind of frustrating, so I don't want you to panic or freak out. So I have all my research pages up. So the first ones I like to tackle, which are easier, are the websites. So I'll go to my first research page, and I have a nice URL here, and I'll just copy this, and I'll go to my easybib, and I'll paste it in there, and let's see what happens. You can see it's trying to cite it for me. It tries to do as much as possible. The importance of orthopedics, I would probably say that is not the right one. So I'm going to have to do a lot by hand. It's online, and so I just go back to let me open up that website. So it's called The Importance of Public Art. So I'll go back to easybib, and I'll type in The Importance of Public Art. Okay, so I'll go back and see if I can find authors. Skimming through here. I do not see, looks like it comes from the Salisbury District Council of Public Art. Let me just skim back through there. So now we start with a tough one. I'm going to leave the contributors there. There really is no journal title. Let's see if I can get the year that it was published. It gives a year on there. Nope. It does not. I'm going to put the author as the Salisbury Council of Public Art, which I originally had on my research page. And let's see, compiler, editor, nope. We're going to go down here to publisher or sponsor. And I do not have a date for it. We will have it display the URL that I originally pasted in there. I mean, if nothing more, at least the reader can find it to know that I wasn't just making this stuff up or stealing it. And I don't know when it was electronically published. I'm just going to create the citation. And hooray, here's my new citation. And this is really important because this is going to help me to know how I'm going to cite my information internally, or my parenthetical citations. So I'll always go by the first thing that's there. So whenever I have a quote or a paraphrase in my paper that came from this source, it'll say the importance of public art in parentheses. All right, here's my second one. And let's see if we have better luck on this one. All right, it did find my title, and I'm going to hit continue. I will have to add some things in manually. I have to find the author's name, and the author was Rebecca Gross. So I just go back in and manually type that in. And I don't think there was a sponsor, but we will find out. Just paste that in there and see what comes up. The National Endowment for the Arts is the sponsor. So, National Endowment for the Arts. And then for publication date on there, November 25th, 2014. 25th, November 2014. And it always just puts the date that you accessed it actually as today's date. So I hit create citation, and then I should have, hooray, my second citation. And it automatically puts it in alphabetical order. And in this case, when I do my parenthetical or internal citation, because I have an author, I'll refer to Gross as the last name in my paper. And one other one, I know this is such an exciting video that I wanted to show you, was my third research page was something that I got from NC Wise Owl. And it actually is a newspaper article from the Toronto Star. I actually pulled it up again in NC Wise Owl. And let's see how we might be able to quickly do that. So I want to click that it was a newspaper, and I'm going to paste the title of it and see if it'll find it for me. And of course, as luck has it, it can't. So we're going to click here and we're going to manually cite it. And so again, I'll put the title of the article there, and we'll look to see who the author is. Alan Woods. So I go over here, Alan Woods, and the newspaper I think was the Toronto Star in Canada. And it's, oh, I don't have to include that because it's in the name. And the edition, let's see if we can find that advance information. Let me scroll to the bottom. I don't see an edition for it. January 12, 2013 was the date. January 12, 2013. And then let's see if it'll give us the page numbers. I think that was up at the top. Page E4. So I just try to put in as much information as I possibly can to cite it. The goal is that I can be able to, I can find it again if I need to or my reader needs to. And then we've got our new citation. And again, just like before, this is an author's last name, so my internal citations will be with the author's last name. So I just continue to do this for all of my resources. You can even click on these 59 options here for your expert interview when you do an interview. And this might help you narrow it down some. But lots of options with this. Don't get frustrated, just do the best you can and ask for help if you need it.